bull shark literally just came up right here to the bank. There he is.
You are a shark whisperer, and if that is a skill you can teach, sign me the heck up. But anyways, that was 100% a bull shark, Carcharodontis lucas, who are famously able to use some very freshwater environments. So let's talk about shark osmoregulation, or how sharks regulate the amount of salt and water in their tissues. And we're going to use this infographic right here, created by my colleague Emily Yeager. So shout out, Emily. Here we go. Sharks, as we all know, are predominantly marine organisms, which mean they live in salt water with a salinity usually ranging between 30 and 40 parts per thousand. That means that the salts in the water want to enter their tissues, and the water in their tissues wants to leave and go into the environment to try and balance out the differences in salinity. So, to compensate, sharks take up a lot of salts and concentrate them in their tissues and in their blood using a compound called urea. This urea helps make sure that the salinity essentially of their blood is at equilibrium with the salinity of their environment, and so therefore there's no water moving between the two, and we're not dehydrating or overhydrating our shark. With salt water, the risk would be dehydration. And they can change how much urea is in their tissues to sort of to balance out small changes in salinity in their environment. Modulating the amount of urea and thus salt retention in their tissues is what bull sharks do when they go into freshwater, just at an extreme level. They excrete or dump a lot of that urea, and therefore are also dumping a lot of the salts that are in their tissues, helping bring their tissues again into equilibrium with their freshwater environment, preventing water from just absolutely inundating their tissues and overhydrating them. Okay, so sharks use urea to help keep their tissues at equilibrium with their environment. That seems pretty casual, except for the fact that urea and protein structure and function do not get along so well. You see, urea can have some pretty nasty side effects. So, sharks excrete yet another counteracting compound called TMAO, or trimethylamine N oxide. I had to read that one. So bull sharks just use these compounds better than most species. They are able to dump and excrete a lot of the urea to help prevent as much inundation of fresh water into their tissues, and to compensate what fresh water is coming into their tissues, they pee a lot more, like up to 20 times more than they do when they're in salt water. So yeah, if you didn't know, sharks pee.